We decided to look at strategic speed primarily because of a very striking fact that we had come across over the years, and that is that 70% of strategic initiatives fail. 70% of strategic initiatives fail. And when we looked into this fact, we found that it really had to do with leadership in organizations. So what leaders do or don't do has a huge impact on the success or failure of strategic initiatives and on how fast they get done. So we were curious to look at what is it that leaders are doing or not doing to accelerate the execution of strategic initiatives or to decelerate execution. So we found that strategic speed really has three elements. So if you want to accelerate execution of initiatives and daily work, as a leader you need to pay attention to three things. And the three things are pace, process, and people. But the interesting thing is that a lot of leaders focus more on the first two. They focus on pace, which is just about sort of telling people to let's get going, hurry up, go quickly, kind of the obvious aspect of speed. A lot of leaders also focus on process because they think that streamlining processes or re-engineering processes that also seems like sort of a technical, reliable way to increase speed, a natural way to increase speed. But what we found in our research showed very clearly that in fact it's people factors that make the greatest difference, and many leaders fall into the trap of focusing too much on pace, too much on process, and they fail to pay attention to those all-important people factors. Another interesting thing that we found is we were fortunate enough to talk with Vittorio Colau, who is the chief executive of Vodafone, the global telecommunications company, and he agreed with our analysis of speed and breaking it down into pace, process, and people. But his words for it were a little different. He said that he thinks of speed as being about speed, simplicity, and trust. So speed kind of is the pure pace aspect of it. Simplicity for him was about process, because that was about simplifying and streamlining processes. And then trust for him was about the people factor. So it was interesting to us that this organization that's made speed a cornerstone of their competitive strategy is really thinking about it in the same way that we are at Forum. Speed absolutely impacts the bottom line, and this again was one of the striking things from our research is we found that when we looked at a set of faster companies and a set of slower companies, hundreds of companies around the world that we looked at in our survey, we found that the faster companies actually had 40% higher growth in their sales and 52% higher operating profit growth versus the slower companies. So there's clear linkage between financial success and speed.